Hey guys, there are a lot of different ways to address envelopes with calligraphy, but today I'm going to show you guys how to do it with a Lightpad. Okay, first things first, you might be wondering, what is a Lightpad? This is an Artograph Lightpad. It's exactly what it sounds like. You plug it in and the entire face of it will light up. So this allows you to trace essentially on top of this Lightpad, and that's how we're going to be addressing our envelope today. There's lots of different brands for Lightpads. I will put in the description box this particular one, but I got this maybe 4 years ago, so since then there have been a lot of new ones that have come out in different sizes, different price points, different thicknesses, so you can do some research online and find the one that works best for you. Okay, so before we start with the Lightpad, we are going to get our materials out. You're going to want to have a ruler, your envelope, a blank or gridded piece of paper, pencil, and something darker like a pen or a Sharpie is perfect. So the first thing we're going to do is create our template for the address. So if you know the size of your envelope, you can measure it out on your piece of paper, or if you're lazy like me, you can simply trace it. Just needs to be approximate, and then you can set your envelope aside. Now we're gonna have our name and our address lines drawn on this sheet of paper. So you wanna think about the composition of your envelope addressing. Do you want the calligraphy name really big and maybe the address small in the corner? Or do you want it to just be very straightforward across? That's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna approximate, and I'm gonna have my name line be at the 2.5 inch mark below the top. And then we're going to do the address lines every 1/2 inch after that. So I'm going to measure it all out, and then I'm going to take my marker or my darker pen, whichever you are using, and I'm going to draw my lines across. It's okay. All right. So now we have the template ready for the Lightpad. We're going to turn it on so the whole thing lights up, and then we're going to take our template and place it on the Lightpad. And just to keep it secure, we are going to use some washi tape to tape it down. Then we're going to take our envelope and we are going to place it on top. So now you can see that the 4 lines that we drew for our template shine through. And these are the guidelines that we're going to use to write our envelope addressing. Get your calligraphy pen ready. Now, if you are not confident in writing directly on the envelope and you want to use pencil first to write your name and address, feel free to do so. But if you are confident enough, you can write directly on the envelope while using those horizontal lines as guidelines. Now your calligraphy is nice and straight, and you can put your next envelope on top of your template and continue to use the guidelines that you drew out. There are, of course, limitations to this being colored envelopes. So depending on the color of the envelope or the thickness, you can see that you cannot see the lines through the envelope. This lighter peach color actually shines through pretty nicely, so you can use the Lightpad for this, but then of course the extreme dark envelopes you won't be able to see through. So for these darker envelopes or envelopes that don't shine through with the Lightpad, you will need to use a different method of envelope addressing. So now you know at least one way to address your envelopes with calligraphy using a Lightpad. There are many different ways to address envelopes, so this is not the only way. But Lightpads are a fun tool to use if it's in your budget to get one, and they do make things like envelope addressing much easier, hence why I made this video. I will put in the description box all the materials that I used today, and leave me comments if you guys have questions, if you need any clarification on anything in the video. I would love to hear it, and I'll see you in the next video.